How are things?
Things are great. It's finally coming together. I got the new recording contract, so that makes me a happy person.
Big changes, eh? Like
Quite a bit.
the family, the new album.
Yeah, it's all amazing. I never thought it would be that big a change from what I was doing, but it's a whole other world. You know, I was lucky enough to have some success on a smaller label. And, I'm really happy that I'm out of there and on to something different.
And with videos too, you're a major player now with a major label behind you.
Yes, sir. I hope so.
Yeah, but you must notice the difference.
I've noticed the biggest difference already. Mainly in just the reaction of people that know the industry, and nothing against where I was, but there comes a time you have to make a change. I just didn't feel like I could get to the level I wanted to be on this particular label that I was previously on. And I think with the new Polydor deal, I think it's going to be a lot better, and hopefully I can reach that plateau I've been shooting for.
So what's up next? What do you think?
We got to cut some things. I know the first single will be out, I think, the first part of September. The video, I guess, will be out a little bit before that. And, at this point, we're just finding songs, and so it's going to be a pretty hectic deal getting it all together, but I'm certain that we can do it. I hope.
What do you look for when you're recording your tunes?
Something that just hits that button in your heart.
I'm tied to
There's so many good songs. I felt even in the past, I hadn't had a problem finding good material. I felt strong about that, and I've been lucky enough to do what I want, and I think that will probably continue. However, I'm not turning my back on anybody who has an input, because I think that's important too. I think it's all a group thing. Everybody's got to have a part in it.
Looks like you have a lot of fun when you work.
Have a ball. I love it more than anything on earth. I feel like, I don't know why, but I really feel like I've been blessed, to be able to do what I enjoy and make a living and have so much fun. It's like I feel guilty sometimes because it's so enjoyable.
Yeah. There's dues to be paid. I mean, you've paid
Yeah.
dues.
It's
not easy. I mean, you didn't get here overnight.
No. The hardest part, I think, is mental strain. Physically, there's no trouble there. I've done the manual labor route, and nothing in the music business so far is equal to physical labor, other than maybe the traveling. But shoot, compared to painting a house, I'll sit on a bus and ride 500 miles.
Good for you. Yeah, it's been nice to watch. I saw your first one, and I think it seemed to me when you first came out, I think was your first video, and you had Buddy Emmons playing in steel.
Yeah.
Is that the first video?
Yeah, that was actually my second, but that was the first record that really done something.
That's the first one that I saw in Canada. And I thought, man, how's this guy score Buddy Emmons to play in his video? And I think there were some other big shots too.
Willie Ackerman was the drummer. He was the drummer on Hee Haw for all the years.
Oh, okay. Right.
And, the other guys were members of my band. Buddy Emmons played on all the sessions. So, up until this new thing, I don't know if I'm going to even have a steel from the new music or not. I don't have one in my band at this time.
Right. Keyboards and stuff.
Yeah. And nothing against it, but, everybody else has got one. So
Exactly.
we got to be a little different.
Yeah, sure.
Still do country music. Steel's important, but it ain't the life of it,
That's right. And you're on the cutting edge anyway. So.
I hope so.
Yeah. Have you noticed a big change in your day-to-day? Like, you walk down the street now and people are noticing who you are?
Well, that's been lucky enough that thanks to video and the things I've had in the past, that's been really good for the past 4 years, It's a great feeling when you go someplace and somebody knows who you are and says that they appreciate what you do. That just makes my day.
But you also strike me as a kind of a guy who cherishes his anonymity, would like to draw away, here's my business, and then here's my personal life. Do you really like to keep that separate?
I think it's important to keep it somewhat separate. I don't think person can completely keep it separate from his personal life because it's so time consuming. You know, how can you? You know, I think if a person works at music from 8 to 5 every day and doesn't think about it any other time is losing his mind. You know, because it's something that, you know, I'll have dreams about it and get up and play something that I've heard in my head. And if I don't play it, it stays there. You know, I gotta know that I can play this piece or something. It's real consuming. You know, maybe a little too consuming.
You gonna set up a studio in your house or anything like that?
Yeah, I'd
Do you
like
have-
to. Yeah, I'd eventually like to do that when finances allow for it.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. One thing I do know about life is, how would you finish that sentence? One thing I have learned about life is,
It's not easy, and we're all going to go out the same way. We're all going to die. And no matter what we got here, we ain't going to take it with us. I hadn't seen a hearse with a U-Haul yet. You know? I don't think I ever will, but I think, I don't know how well I answered your question, but I just think life is important and we're here for a purpose. Each of us a different one, possibly. And I think we all need to help each other, you know, in whatever way we can. Because you can't go through life without some help from somewhere. There's a lot of folks that need it. If I can, I will.
well, there's not enough people that think that way.
Well, I can't help but believe it comes from being poor. You know, I grew up poor. Of course, not so poor we didn't have shoes and clothes to wear, not that poor, but it was pretty tough. I don't want to go back to that.
Is that something that you're really almost terrified of, is going back to it? So
Yeah.
right now you cherish
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I've been that route, and it's the most depressing time I've ever had. Because it's terrible, you know, and there's a lot of folks, and I'm not putting anybody down but this poor, because I'm not rich now, you know. I'm a little better off, but it's not fun, and I don't think nobody should be. You know, we live in the land of the free here, and everybody will share what they got. You know, I certainly would. If I ever get it.
Okay, well, I guess you probably have to go. I've used up 7 minutes of your time, so.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Well, no, it's my pleasure. I'm just finishing up. If I could get a picture for the magazine?
Sure.
Would you mind taking a picture with us? It's Tuesday morning.